In this video I will show you how to get the best quality of textures for Blender. I've set up here a simple scene. Let's go to this view. So I want to put grass, asphalt and tiles over here, and then let's see how we get the best results. So the best place where I can find textures is Quixel Megascan. You might think, yeah, but that is not free. But you can get it for free. If you have Unreal Engine, you can also have that for free. Then you can use these textures from Quixel Megascans, like these textures here. You can use that, I think, in game assets. But you have to check that. But if you have personal, let's say you have you do this for 3 months, then you get 150 services. A service that's one service is you get all the maps like albedo, roughness, normal map, etc. So you get around 45 times 3, and you can use that lifetime. I had a question before. So for example, I have this Maya asset, and I ask Quixel, can I use the Megascan textures, can I bake it into my model and then sell the models? I had a discussion before on Blender artist forum, and they said no, you cannot do that. So I thought, I want to be sure, so I asked Quixel, and the answer was from the community manager. It says, yeah, it looks like you have a personal plan and you're absolutely allowed to bake the textures onto the models and sell them on any marketplace you prefer. Just be sure that the original textures, like this one, let's jump to, let's see the texture map, that these maps, that you don't sell those, but you can bake it on your model and then sell your model with the baked texture. That's no problem. So you can do that. Why Quixel Megascan? Because they have special equipment and very consistent workflow. I did a test before, and I collected textures online, not from Quixel Megascan, but from other online sources, and then you get you see there is no consistency like that. For example, this is wood, this is kind of a stone, but pure black, pure white almost looks like. And well, if I load textures, I expect a more consistent look like that. So this is, yeah, Quixel Megascan is really the only place you get a good textures. So I set up a scene. So that's this scene, and then I want to apply textures over here. Let's jump over to Quixel Bridge. So I want to start with the asphalt. You see here there's a green arrow. That means I have to download it still, and once downloaded, so this one is downloaded, if I click on the plus, it will export the texture to Blender. Let me tell something about download and export settings. In most cases, nearly all of these kind of textures, like debris, fabric, grass, etc., marble, you only need albedo, roughness, normal, and ambient occlusion. So and know the views. Well, you can choose between albedo plus ambient occlusion, or only diffuse. But if you choose this, you can mix ambient occlusion. And then a roughness map and a normal map. That's enough for 90% of the textures, unless you have a surface which has partly metal, and then you want to change the settings. So under export settings, surfaces, so these are surfaces, choose albedo, ambient occlusion, normal and roughness. We don't use, where is it, gloss, we don't use that, and we don't use specular and blender, so these are enough. Well, let's go back over here, go to the asphalt, and I add asphalt to the scene. Says here export blender successfully. So I click on this road, then I go to the materials tab and I look for cracked asphalt. Now there are a few things going wrong, but there's a fix for that. So with Quixel Bridge you get an add-on to export that from Quixel Bridge here into Blender. There's a little add-on provided by Quixel, but they didn't update their add-on. The development is a little bit slow. It works, but you see that the normal map is plugged in the emission strength, and you see that the roughness map is plugged in the specular. And there is no, often there is no mapping. Now there is UV mapping over here. So for that I made an add-on. You can fix it manually, but if you have a lot of textures, then it is a bit of a hassle. So I fixed the normal map. Let's go a little bit closer. Let's fix the clear coat. They turn on clear coat. We don't want that. And then fix the roughness map. And then fix the normal map. I add UV mapping, and then I scale it up all the way up like that. I go back over here and I see I want to scale it up a little bit more. Yes, and if you see tiles, if you see a tiling effect, we don't see that in this case. Then I will show you later. You can use anti-tile, for example. Let's add grass. So I select grass here. I go to bridge. I go for grass. Then let's find one I have already. I thought I have one already. Alright, then let's go for grass. Let's go for soil maybe. So, or ground. Ground over here. Oh yeah, I will add this one, forest path. Because we put grass later on with botanic. I will show you botanic as well. So I have that one, and then I look for the forest path. The same problem over here. You see that things are wrong with the texture. So we fix clear coat, no more clear coat. Fix the roughness map, that looks better, and then the normal map, and we want to adjust the scaling. I want to scale it up a little bit more. I will update the Quixel helper add-on. By the way, you can find Quixel helper over here. This Quixel helper that fix those things. Let's scale it up around 15. And now we see a tiling over here. We don't want to get the tiling. So if you go to let me see, texture tools. Alright, now I'm going to select all the textures over here, and I want uniform parameters. So that means I just have to slide with one slider and scale all the images. So that works pretty fast. So you see 3 sliders over here. So yeah, you already don't. Yeah, you see still a bit tiling, but you can fix that with some settings over here. Oh yeah, here, something like that. So now the tiling is as good as gone. So we have our asphalt, and I want to add some tiles over here. Let's go back to Quixel Bridge and go to tile. And you can preview all these textures. It's very good. Yeah, these are pretty bright. I just want normal tiles. You see everywhere. That's too dark. Then yeah, maybe let's add alright, that's a bit too bright. I just want normal tiles. Alright, so yeah. Yeah, these ones, yeah, sidewalk tiles. So I'm going to export that to Blender. By the way, you can have a 3D view here. That's pretty cool. I see the textures are pretty good. Tiles. So we downloaded this one, sidewalk tiles, and now I have that selected. I select sidewalk tiles. So I go to the Quixel helper add-on. I fix the normal map. Fix normal map. Fix clear code. Fix roughness. UV mapping. And turn it up. Go over here. I'll turn up the scaling a bit more. Now I select these objects over here and this one, and click Ctrl plus L and link the materials. Yeah, we are still in Eevee. That that doesn't look well for such environment. For this you need cycles. Oh yeah, let me add some grass over here with the botanic. So I have here the plane selected. I want to scatter some assets, and here in the category I look for grass, and then in this case I want to have a basic grass. I turn this off and click OK. So, and then you find a lot of settings over here. I want to reduce that, so it's 100,000. I want 40,000. Turn off the outline. I think that's alright for me. I think maybe even less. Oh yeah, this is good. Maybe I can scale it up a bit. That's nice. Alright, I press 0 on the memory keypad to turn to my camera view. And let's take a look how that looks like in cycles. Alright. Yeah, there are a lot of things going wrong because I didn't properly position these on the edge, and I didn't model this the flat building. But what the point is, you can see that. Let's render this out if that works, because I'm recording and rendering. So I turned off I'm not sure if I can go here. Yeah, I can do that. So I go to the render settings. So I have the light path. I turned off reflective or refractive because that I think there's no need. And I have just free diffuse and free glossy. Mostly that's enough. Unless you want to do a forest, things like that, and then you bump it up or indoor. So the renderer is at 65. I think we can preview it a bit. So the point is, so this part is the HDRI. You can see if this is asphalt, that albedo value, then yeah, these are sidewalk tiles, and this is forest ground, that's grass, and that's a brick wall. So nothing is standing out here because yeah, there's a good consistent workflow, high quality textures, and also botanique. This is botanique. You can it has a huge library with all kinds of plants. You see here pots, etc. Conifers. This is a huge library and has high quality assets. For example, I used the grass here. You see that the grass is matching the HDRI and also a ditch on, how do you call it? So that is called garden. No. Shrubs. Ah, alright. So that's a hornbeam, alright. These hornbeams, you see that the quality is very good. You cannot get that with online textures. If you do that with online textures, you see well, a cacophony of colors. Let me check if I want to discuss a bit more. So I made some notes somewhere. So we talked about that Quixel has special equipment, consistent workflow. And it is free if you have the Quixel, where is it here? Unreal Engine. You can use it for free, but you have to double check it. I think you can use it for gaming assets and then in a game, I think. What I'm sure about is what we see. If you have personal and you bought these textures, you can bake those textures onto your model and sell the models. So and that's confirmed by here the product, by the Quixel's community manager. So yeah, that's it. So we have all that, and the Quixel helper add-on, and there is the anti-tile, and I will put the link by that Temster. You can use that, and if you look for high quality botanique, yeah, these are high quality. Also, that there are more high quality products on Blender Market. So go to blenderaddons.org. There's a review over here, shopping guide. If you scroll down and you go to yeah, like trees, vegetation. You look for products by Polygonic and Bee Production. Bee Production has also very good, and all these kinds of products, they have high quality textures. So if you load that into your scene, you get a consistent look like that. So that was what I wanted to tell. Alright, thanks for watching, and then yeah, subscribe on my channel in case you want, because I'm going to make a lot of more videos. Alright,